Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Bald-Headed Robert. I'm Bald-Headed Robert. That's going to be my new nickname, guys. Bald-Headed Robert. So, today's actually the first time that I've done a Friday morning at 11. But, you know, excuse me, guys. I'm going to start that crap already. Okay. So, I haven't been getting very many people on Friday evenings. I mean, like hardly nobody. So I'm thinking Friday evenings might not be a good time. I'm gonna keep doing the Friday evenings for a little while though, to see if we get more people coming in here. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the state of Kansas. Hey, all right, we're good. Okay. So, one of the things that I do, I put my coffee over here. One of the things that I have to do is upload my videos onto I have to put my videos on YouTube. So I thought I might as well do a live. While I'm doing that, I need to get as many hours as I can. Hey, what's going on? How do you pronounce that? I know you're not going to be able to tell me how to pronounce that. Rylan? I think that's right. I'm very bad at trying to pronounce names. And I'm very bad at trying to remember names. But, well, let me show you guys. Yeah, I pronounced it right. All right, cool. Okay, so you guys can see this. I take the videos that I make when I put on a show. My wife records me, and you have to record every song individually. You can't record it all. How's my day going? My day's going okay, I guess. My wife gets up about 5 something. I think she has to be at work at 5:30. Anyway, she gets up really early. And then some mornings I wake up when she wakes up and I can't get back to sleep. So that happened today. I didn't get back to sleep until about, I think it was around 7 or 7:30. I finally got back to sleep. If I get up when she gets up, by about 11 or noon, I'm done. I have to go back to bed, man, because I'm just so tired. So it just ruins my whole day. I've tried to tell her, don't try to wake me up too much, just Joe Rogan. Rest in peace. What happened? Did he die? Any word in Polish? No, I don't know. Polish sausage. That's the only word I know. What happened to Joe Rogan? Hey, what's going on? Katie? Did I pronounce that right? But, yeah, that happened to me this morning, man. She got up and the dog wanted out. She was in the bathroom. I got up to let the dog out. I got back to bed. I couldn't get back to sleep. I'm not from Texas. Do I sound like I'm from Texas? Yeah, you. Katie. Is that how you pronounce your name? No, Katie? Oh, the K is silent. Okay. Kinda. 80? So it's 80? Where are you from? A silent E too? Okay. So it's like, I wouldn't even know how you pronounce that. Addy? Ad? Hmm. You're from Indonesia. All right, that's cool. Just, no, just a silent E. Okay. So like, Cade? Cade? Did I get that right? Man, the wind is blowing out there. That's what I was going to say, though. I don't know if any of you people are familiar with Kansas. Hey, Justin, what's going on? Yeah, yeah. Cade? Hey, Cade. You're from Colorado? What part of Colorado? You live in Colorado too? Wow. Without a hat. Yeah. I got a head, dude. I got a head. The Western Slope. Let me think about that. Oh, out by like Grand Junction. I lived in Colorado for 32 years. Nice haircut. I cut my own hair. Durango. All right, I know where Durango's at. I've been out there. I lived in Greeley and I lived in Loveland. So, and I had a business in Greeley and Loveland. So we went to Fort Collins, Loveland, Greeley, Longmont, Boulder, Platteville. The furthest east we went was about like, I did go to Fort Morgan a couple of times, but pissed me off because I drove all the way out there and done a bunch of work and the guy didn't want to pay me as much as I charged him, and I told him before I went out there that I was going to have to charge him a lot because it was a long drive and it took me all day to go out there and back. So, you live 2 hours away from Greeley? Oh, that's cool. Where at? Like 2 hours from Greeley. In the mountains? But yeah, I lived out there for 30 some years. It got to where there was so many people, you know, when they legalized marijuana, everybody moved out there. Oh yeah, I know where Lyman is. Yeah, I drove through Lyman a lot. That's how you get where we're at right now. Russell, I live in Russell, Kansas. So that's on I-70. I-70 runs right on the edge of town here. So yeah, I've been to Lyman a lot. Yeah, I know where Hugo's at. Well, a shout out to Hugo. What's up, Hugo? Excuse me, guys. So anyways, yeah. So the weather's probably not much different here than it is in Hugo. But, yay. Right now, it's like already almost 90 degrees. Let's check and see. The summer is here, man. Summer came in like big time. 90 degrees already. The wind is blowing about probably 30 miles an hour. Hey, what's up? You're subbing for you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the wind's blowing about 30 miles an hour. It's 90 degrees. I've been trying to do a bunch of work. Oh my God. I've done a ton of work outside since Oh, I started probably in March. I had to take all the gutters off the house. We had a roofing company that wanted to put the roof on. I don't know, they were hurting for money or something, but they wanted to do the roof like as soon as it got nice enough to do it. So I had to take all the old gutters off. I had to clean up all the wood that was underneath the gutters and paint it. Then the roofing company came and put on a new roof. So I spent about a week going around trying to pick up all the nails so we wouldn't get a flat tire. I'm going to stream for about an hour, and then I'll be on tonight at 7. If you want to come back on tonight at 7, I would appreciate that. And very nice to see you. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get enough hours to get monetized, and it takes a lot. It really does take a lot. Because as you're adding hours, they're also subtracting hours. Because you have to have 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. So every day, they take off a few hours. It's hard, man. It's really hard to get 4,000 watch hours. Wow. I thought that getting the subscribers would be the hard. Okay, we'll see you later. Take care. Be careful out there in the wind. But yeah, I thought that getting the subscribers would be the hard part, but it's not. I mean, that the subscriber part, once I learned how to put on short videos, the subscriber part wasn't that hard at all. Let me see. Let me get a video on here real quick. But I take the videos from my phone. I use Google Drive. And Google Drive works really good. You get the app on your phone, and you get the, just type in Google Drive. I mean, this is a problem, is I'm not smart with computers. That's the problem. If I was really smart with the computer, this would be a lot easier for me. But, darn it. I have this problem with my throat. Whenever I start talking a bunch, my throat starts getting like, I don't know, it gets like irritated when I talk, and then I have to clear my throat, but there's not really nothing in there. It's just a problem with my throat, and I've had it for a very long time. I think what it is something that I'm eating. Hang on, I gotta write this down real quick. Travis Tritt. I think it's gluten, is what I think. I'm allergic to gluten. And if you ever tried eating without gluten, I think that's almost impossible. How do you get a lot of subscribers? You have to make short videos. Make short videos that are about 15 seconds long. People don't like watching anything that's over 30 seconds. Every once in a while, I'll make a video that's like a minute, and people only watch it about, I don't know, they only watch about 15 or 20 seconds. That's it. That's what people want to watch nowadays. Lamar Jackson. What's that about Lamar Jackson? I don't know what you're saying, Lamar Jackson. Hang on a minute. I got to do something real quick. I got to get this video posted. But yeah, make a video that's about 15 seconds or 20 seconds long and post that. I don't know what you keep saying. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. What does that mean? Is like, did he die or what? Just do it. All right, buddy. Um, hang on, yo. You guys, when you come on here, you have to be nice to me. I'm your host. I'm your host. It's my show. Okay? Did you ever see Judge Judy say that? Judge Judy said, "This is my show. Lord have mercy on the working man." Okay, hang on. I gotta make sure I'm spelling Travis Tritt right. Travis Tritt. All right. Give me a second, man. Y'all got to sit there and watch me. You can't see my computer. Uh-oh. Hang on. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see my computer better. I got a chair sitting here. I don't want that chair to knock over anything. Hang on. All right, now you can see my computer. Right? Nope. You can almost see my computer. That's good enough. Oh, you can see my dog. That stupid Frankie over there. He's a real pain in the butt. Okay. That's a long song, man. Lord have mercy. And I typed terrible. Lord have mercy on the working man. Lord have mercy on the working man. Okay, I got that part done. And then I come back over here and I type it all in again down at the bottom. Hey, you know, speaking of Greeley, Lord have mercy. Their stampede should be getting started. Whoa, what's going on, girl? You like Mandingo? What the hell is Mandingo? Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. What is Mandingo? All right, y'all, that's cool. Okay, Lord have, Frankie, you chill out. You chill out, dude. Lord have mercy. Uh-oh. Okay, then I'm showing you guys how to do this. Mandingo for the win. You guys lost me. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so then what I do, I Google that song, and I get the Wikipedia. Ah, there you go. I get the Wikipedia on the song, and it just says stuff like song written by Costa, which I have no idea what that is. But I just type that in. I say written. And I don't know what that means, what that is. But I just write it. I just type it in. By Costas. I have no idea what that is. And recorded by American country music artist Travis Tritt. Period. And then it says released in August of 92. I write that down. And August. That is my birthday month. August 1992. Yeah. And that should be enough. Okay, Travis Tritt, Lord have mercy on the working man. Written by, let's put a little comma in there in between that. I was showing you guys my homework I have to do. Uh-oh, I put the wrong one. Can I borrow it? Oh my goodness. Nope. Jeez. Don't you guys start getting nasty on me, okay? This is a family-friendly channel, and I like to keep it clean, okay? I mean, I like jokes as much as everyone else, and I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I like to keep this clean because I don't want any parents coming and contacting me and saying, hey, I don't want my kid watching your channel, man, because people on your channel are being nasty. So I like to keep things kind of clean. All right, that's cool. It's all right. It's all right. Like I said, I'm not the most religious person in the world. I get it, man. It's all good. I just like to keep it clean on here. I put on 2 videos a day, and I just kind of spread these out, you know. I put on 2 videos a day, and then I make 2 shorts out of those videos, and then I do my thing. And my thing is going to be today, I got to practice because I added some new songs. I have a show that I'm going to put on tomorrow afternoon at the hospital. And I wanted to go outside and work on the garage a little bit. My garage door is messing up. It doesn't want to close for some reason. I have 2 garage doors on my garage. I have one on this side that we use for the car. And then I have one on the other side that I use for the van. Let me get that. It looks like that sun is glaring at me, and I don't like that too much. Can you have my dog? You can have my dog. You can definitely have my dog. He needs a haircut right now. He's getting woolly. He's about 13 years old. And I need to brush his teeth today. That's on my list of something to do. That doesn't take very long. It usually takes about 5 minutes. But you have to brush his teeth. Oh, I got this stupid thing. Hang on a minute. My wife says I say stupid a lot. I like to have a little something on in the background so I can hear a little something. He's a good boy. He can be. He can be a good boy. But he can really be a pain in the butt. We had to take him to California because I didn't think that he would do good in a boarding kennel because he's pretty old and he's real super spoiled. I mean, he has to be on the bed at night. You can't put him in a kennel or anything. He'll throw a fit. So he has to be on the bed at night, and then you have to let him out usually a couple times during the middle of the night. And I just didn't think that he'd do good in a kennel, you know, at his age. So we took him to California with us. Oh my God. It was so bad. And we're on the third floor in a hotel room in Arizona. And he wants to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I took him out. I took him out about probably 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And so he could go do his business. But he wanted up about 3 or 4. I had to get up and get my, get dressed with my pajamas and everything and put my shoes on. I had to take him down the elevator. Well, actually, I think we took the stairs. I had to take him outside walking around. Your dog is cute. You wouldn't think he was so cute if you had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning with him and take him down the stairs. But it's all right. We made it to California. We made it back. Everybody made it there and back alive. But we had to put him in I got a little kennel for him that we put in the car when we go somewhere. He didn't want to be on the camera no more. But we had to put him in a kennel because, well, for one thing, the car was completely jam-packed. There was just enough room for his kennel in the back seat. And so he had to get in that kennel and ride, and he didn't like that. So he threw a fit literally the whole way there and the whole way back. I don't think he shut up for more than maybe an hour. And we were driving for 3 days there and 3 days back. It was, I don't know. And as far as California goes, you can keep California. I got no use for California. Too many people. Everyone wants to drive 100 miles an hour. Hang on, I gotta write that. You never even called me. That's a long. Uh-oh, Frankie's coming back. Oh, man. When Frankie wants to eat, never even called me by my name. When Frankie wants to eat, he comes there and stands there. Let me see, is that right? Yeah, that's all right. He'll just stand there and look at me. I said, what do you want, man? And he just, oh, you want to eat? It's almost like he's shaking his head. He's a very smart dog. Sometimes he's too smart. He definitely knows certain things. Like if you tell him, let's go to bed. Man, he's gone. He goes to bed right away. He loves getting on the bed. This is a long title. I have any computer people, you could come and help me. He needs a treat. Yeah, he needs a treat. So you have to be really careful with this dog because if you give him a treat, wow, that was noisy. If you give him a treat and it has something that has like yeast in it, it'll give him an ear infection. So, and I didn't know that. And I was giving him those little greenies. And then I kept taking him in because he get an ear infection. And then finally, after about the third time, the vet says, what are you feeding him? And I said, what's that got to do with this ear infection? And she said, that's how he's getting ear infection. That's it. If you're giving him something that has yeast in it, that's the yeast is in the ear infection. That's how he gets it. And I said, why didn't you tell me that before? I mean, I've been in here like 3 or 4 times with him with the ear infection. Why did you never tell me that? She goes, well, I just assumed that people know that. And how are we supposed to know that? I mean, come on, man. People don't just know that stuff. You know, we're not vets. We don't know that stuff. The dog is a dog. You give him a dog treat. Everything's supposed to be okay, right? You don't think that the dog treat is going to cause him to have an ear infection. I will say this, and when I used to do my business, I had customers that had schnauzers, and I'll always like the way the schnauzers look. But for someone looking for a dog, I would not recommend getting a schnauzer at all. Stay clear, stay away from schnauzers. If you want a dog, do not get a schnauzer. I'm telling you, they're the worst. Sorry, Frankie. They're the worst dog to get, in my opinion. He has had nothing but problems since the day we've got him. I've had him in the vet so many times. He gets yeast infection on his stomach. He gets yeast infection in his ears. He has an allergic to everything he eats. I have to get him medicine that's about $100 a month, so to keep him from scratching. He will literally scratch a hole in him. If he doesn't have that medicine and he starts having like itching, he will literally scratch a hole in him to make it bleed. I've seen him literally just tear holes in him by scratching. So, oh man. Then you have to take him in and have his teeth cleaned, because you can't give him dog treats. You know, the dog treats are supposed to help clean the teeth. And then he has to be groomed about every 2 months. You have to take him in and have him groomed. That's about $50-some every time. So, yeah. I was at the vet one time, and I just got done spending, it cost me like around $300 for them to clean his teeth. They have to put him to sleep. They put like an air tube down in there, and then she pulled like 20-some teeth because his teeth were all rotten. And the bill was like around $300. And there were some people standing in there, and I turned around and I said, is anybody interested in a good used schnauzer? You know, I was joking, right? Man, people did not like me. They thought I was a terrible person by saying that. I'm like, whatever. It's a joke. All right? It's a joke. You guys don't. My dad used to have a saying that he'd say, you know, if you can't take a joke. Anyways. Never even called me by my name. Okay, let me finish doing this real quick. I'm gonna Google that song. But yeah, it's not always fun and easy to be a dog owner. That's stupid. My wife's right, I do say stupid a lot. But that light over there glaring in there is kind of bugging me. Okay, David Allan Coe. David Allan Coe. I don't really like playing country music that much. It's not really my thing. You just have to find the right country music. I'm more like blues, soft rock. Hey, what's going on, man? That's a heck of a name. Hamburger? What is that? Is that your actual name? Or are you like the hamburger from McDonald's? Okay, let me write a little bit of stuff about this song right up here. We'll get this wrapped up today. Steve Goodman. And John Prime. Does anybody know who John Prime is? He's a funny little guy. And he's a little dude. He was little. Hey, what's going on? Mr. Big Bone. So John Prime was a little short guy. He looked like he had like some kind of a physical problem with his body. He didn't look like he was I don't know. He looked like he had something a little messed up with him, the way he stood and the way he sang. But his thing was he'd write and sing kind of funny songs. It was more in the country style mostly. He passed away a couple of years ago. John Prine. Uh-oh, I misspelled that. I put an M instead of an N. If you guys are curious about him, watch him on YouTube or Google him. I tried to find a song of his that I liked, that I could play, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Okay. It says he didn't really want to be on this song because he thought the song was goofy. Actually, that's a really good song. You never even called me by my name. David Allen Cole, You Never Even Called Me by My Name. Written by Steve Goodman and John Prine in 1971. From the album, Once Upon a Rhythm. Let me write this, get this done, okay? Once upon A-R-H-Y-M-E, Once Upon a Rhythm. Okay. Wow, it's already almost noon. Let's get this wrapped up. As I had a realtor that I done work for when I was living in Colorado, and she liked to say, "Let's land this plane already." Whenever she was talking about something, copyright. People in some countries can't watch your video. Oh well. Got to put it on there anyways. But I heard her talking on the phone one day. I was waiting to talk to her about a project she had me doing. And she said, "All right, well, let's just land this plane, okay?" I said, "That's a funny thing to say, lady." She was a real nice person, though. She was real funny. She was nice to work for. Oh, you want to do a restart? Want to do an update on my software or whatever? Have at it. Is that right? Have at it, man. Do your thing, computer. Uh-oh, I can't go too far with that computer. Okay. Then when I'm done putting them on, I make a little star over here so I know which ones I put on. And like I said, I just sprinkle these out a little bit. Two each day. And then it's more work than you think it is because I have to add new songs all the time. Because you're making a video, people really don't want to watch that video like over and over and over, right? So I post a video. About the most I can post it would be like twice. I mean, people will keep watching it. It's amazing. They do keep watching it. But I only like to post a video maybe twice. And maybe like a couple of months from now, I might, just go in and repost a couple. But I like to give my subscribers something new. So every week I have to learn a couple of new songs. And when I do new songs, I usually do like around 10 at a time. And then I kind of mix those in with my shows. Okay, so then I go on my phone. I'll show you guys how I do this. Okay, I go in here to my videos. All right, now you can see the videos are on YouTube now. They're right there, boom, boom. Those are the ones I just put on. Okay, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do this while I'm on here live because then they'll give me a copyright. My videos I put on here yesterday got 1,000 views each, which is a lot for me, but not a lot for some other people. Oh, my wife just texted and said, it's lunchtime. So, I don't want to see this fat dude play this guitar. There's some there's some real heavyset guy that plays the guitar and sings, and he puts a video on Facebook like every day. I don't know, man. All of his songs that he sings are sad songs. I gotta be honest with you, I try to stay away from sad songs. I like songs that are more happy songs. I will say the guy does have a good singing voice, but I say enough of the sad songs, dude. Find something. I mean, if you're writing your own music, write something that's happy. If you don't have nothing happy to write about, I don't know, man. Everybody to their own, right? Everybody always asks me, why don't you write a song? Why do you play other people's music? Hey, look, man, I'm not a songwriter, okay? Writing a song is a skill. It's something it's a talent, that you're born with. It's not something, I mean, I guess if you went to school to try to learn how to write a song, you could possibly come up with a song that's okay, right? But as far as I know, and from what I've seen in my life, writing a song is a talent that you're born with. And if you don't have the talent to write a song, then don't write a song, because your song's it's not gonna be that good. I got a friend of mine that thinks he can write a song. I've never heard anything that he wrote sound decent, even close to being decent. He's like, you gotta write your own stuff, man. Quit doing other people's music. I'm like, whatever, shut up. I gotta tell him, your songs suck, dude. I'm just telling you that right now, okay? I don't want to say that to that guy because I don't like, hurting people's feelings. But if you keep pushing me, saying crap to me, I will tell you that your songs suck. If I wrote a song and it wasn't a great song, and then my voice wasn't great, I wouldn't be going out and trying to sing that song to people because it sounds crappy. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take this to the next room. All right, you guys check out Frankie. Keep an eye on Frankie. Make sure you don't go nowhere. Keep him entertained, Frankie. I'll be right back. Frankie didn't go nowhere? Nope. Frankie did not go nowhere. All right, let me put up this tray. Man, I woke up this morning with my neck all messed up. Dang it. Hell, getting old, man. I'll tell you that for sure. Do you know when you're younger? When you're younger and you hear people saying that it's hell to get old, you think, oh yeah, right. It couldn't be that bad getting old. Man, they're not lying. Every part of your body is achy, and it is a little bit hard to get old. All right, you guys, hang tight. I'm going to run to the kitchen. You can see me in here? All right. Whoa, what's all this? Oh, I'll be right back. I got to get me some more coffee. Hang on. Keep them entertained. Oh, yeah. I got the camera turned the other direction. All right. So, usually on my last cup of coffee, I put a little cream in it. I like the hazelnut creamer. I put a little cream in there. We'll turn that off. We'll turn off the coffee pot because that's going to be my last. Hey, I'm in my pajamas, guys. I hope you all don't mind. That's part of being old and part of being retired. I hang out in my pajamas. Just how I do it. It's how I do it, man. Hi, what's going on, Eve? Eve or Evie? You guys like my haircut? I do it myself. I go to the rec center. I try to go like at least 4 times a week. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And do I play games? No. Nope, Matthew, I don't play games. Yes, I said it right. Evie? Cool. Oh, you like my hair? It's a long story about my hair. I won't get into it, to the history of it. But I started doing this quite a few years ago. I just get the clippers and every time I do my hair, that's a $20 savings. Because it costs 20 bucks to get a haircut. It's $15 to get a haircut, and I usually give them at least a $5 tip. So that's 20 bucks every time I get my hair. So when I do my hair myself, I say, that's 20 bucks in the bank, man. I just saved myself $20. So, did I leave my guitar plugged in all night? Nope. I did not. This guitar here, you have to charge it up. It has a deal where you have to, let me show you. It has a deal where you have to charge it. See that? If you don't charge it up, it won't work when you plug it into the amplifier. You guys, please don't ask me to play something, because if it's not a song that I have on paper and I try to play it, it just comes out crappy. This guy wanted me to play that song, Horse with No Name, and I never played the song, and I Googled the tabs, you know, I Googled the lyrics, and it had a chord that was a D6-9. Give me a break, all right? I don't know what a D6-9 is. I have no idea what a D6-9 is. I know what a D9 is like this. But, yeah. And then he commented something about, am I a beginner? Am I in my first year? And no, I'm not a beginner. I'm not in my first year. I just don't know what the heck a D69 is. Hey, what's going on, Rennie? My guitar's expensive or the haircut's expensive? Do you want to hear expensive? I took my wife downtown where we live. She wanted a haircut. I took her down to get her haircut. And then she had some color put in it. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. It cost $100. I said, are you serious? $100? What the heck? How do you stay in business? That's stupid. My wife's right. I do say stupid a lot. Oh my God. Oh, but I said $100. Are you serious? For a haircut and to put some color in? When I was mad. When we left, I told my wife, I said, you're not going there again. Your hair needs cut like once a month. You think you're going to spend $100 a month on getting your hair done? That's not happening. And she said, no, I agree. She goes, I didn't know it was going to cost that much money. And I said, no, we're not doing that. She goes to Great Clips, and it costs around 20. You're gonna pay for her hair? You'll pay for her hair. Hey, she agreed with me. She said, no, that's too much money. I don't want to spend that much money on my hair. Excuse me, guys. No, she goes to Great Clips. It's about $15 to have her hair cut. And then we give them a $5. I would spoil her. Okay. You wouldn't do it for very long, I can tell you that. There was an old lady in there. This old lady was probably in her 80s. At least. She was at least 80 years old. And they charged her like around $130 to do her hair. I said, that poor old lady, oh my God. I mean, I imagine that old lady had money, right? But no, that's too much money. Those people are making a killing. What the stuff that they use to put in her hair probably cost $10, and then it takes them like an hour to do it, and you charge her $100, and I think they charge her around $130. I felt bad for that old lady. You have a guitar, okay. Well, do you know your open chords? That's where you start. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. If anybody buys one of these guitars, they do not come with a pick guard, and you cannot find one. You cannot find one anywhere. I found a woman on Estes. Did I say that right? The app, Estes. Her name is Mint Strings. And she makes all kinds of guitar picks. I don't think I have that app on here anymore. I was having problems with room on my... No, I don't have that anymore. My what? Did I ever get my what fixed? Yeah. That is hard to let it go, man. No, even my wife agreed. My wife said, no, I don't want to spend that kind of money. We never went back. Okay. I don't eat that much bad food, to be honest with you. I want a hamburger, I go to Freddy's. Freddy's is muy bueno. I like eating Freddy's hamburgers. They are the best. If you want a good hamburger, go to Freddy's. I promise you, you'll be happy with that hamburger. God. Well, that's not very nice of you to say things like that. So, what do? Sit around all day and go to try to find people to pick on? Is that what you do? You disgusting little piece of crap. Get off of my channel. And don't ever come back either. You little asshole. Well, let me give you some criticism. Shut your face and leave. How do you like that, you little punk? If I ran into you on the street, I'd bounce your face off the curb. How do you like that? Let me tell you something. I'm the kind of person that I never took no crap off nobody. Okay? Never. You want to act like a jerk with me? I will act like a double jerk with you. When I get done doing this show, I'm going to find you and I'm going to delete you and block you off of my channel. Okay? If you don't have anything better to do than to sit around and look for people to put down, then maybe you should just stay off of YouTube. Tough guy. I don't understand it, man. Why do some people, if you take a room, of about 10 or 15 people, there's always got to be at least one jerk in that room. Always. But yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you because oh my God. Go find something better to do with your life than sit around bullying people on YouTube. Okay? Did anybody ever teach you you're supposed to have respect for your elders? I'm not even going to read what you say. But when I do get done here, I'm going to block you off of my channel. You probably never even had a job. You're probably too lazy to get out of bed. I gotta be somewhat good with the guitar to have a YouTube channel where I play the guitar, right? am not going to pay attention to that idiot. I understand I had one of those mornings too. My wife got up about 5 something and went to work, and the dog wanted outside, and I needed to give him some medicine, and so I couldn't get back to sleep. I had a really hard time getting back to sleep. Yeah, right. No, I'm not even going to read what he's writing anymore. So for those of you kids that want to learn how to play the guitar, I highly advise you to get a guitar and start practicing. Where you want to start is with your open chords. You want to learn as many open chords as you can. Get kind of good at those open chords. Find you a couple of songs that you can play with 2 or 3 chords, and start playing. That's how you do it, and then that's where you start. After you get to where you can move back and forth, through your open chords. I'm gonna show you your open chords. Then you start working on your bar chords. But like the one I struggled with the most is the G. You see that? I know it's hard. It's hard for you to see it. It's hard for you to see it on the guitar, but that is a G chord. If you come down, right down 2 strings down or 1 string down, just come down 1 string with both fingers, you have a C. See? A D. So you have a G, a C, and a D. Okay, that's your D chord right there. This is your actual C chord. This is your E. This is your E minor. This is your E7. This is your A. I know it's really hard to see it. A minor, A7, D, D minor, D7, G. Let's see, G7. I'm not very sure how to do a G7. After I started learning my, reach out to happy birthday only. Is it your birthday, or are you saying you can play the birthday song? All right, get your guitar, man. Let's get going. Once you learn your open chords, you want to start on your bar chords. All right, this is your 6th string. That's your they call that the low E string. Okay, it's called the low because of the pitch, not because of the position on the guitar. But that's your low E. And then that's your A string right here. I would teach you guys something fun. When you go to learn the strings, right? All these strings have names, right? This is your E, your A, your D, your G, your B, and your E. So when you like are getting more advanced and you start learning like tabs and that, you'll see that they'll have that like your E string, or if you're trying to learn a lesson from somebody on YouTube, they'll say like fret your E string or your high E or your low E. But check this out, this is kind of fun, all right? Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Okay? That's E-A-D-G-B-E. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. And that's a good way to keep, to learn your there you go. That's a good way to learn the strings. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. And something that you can start practicing on is to learn where all the notes are at. Start with your low E and your A string, and learn where all the notes are at. Okay? So you got right here where this nut, they call that the string nut. Okay? That's where your E, A, that's where all that is, right? So right next to the E is the F. So, and then you go down a whole step. They call that a whole step. When you go like, okay, that's a half step. Okay, 1 fret is a half step, 2 frets a whole step. So, okay, so that's a F, and then a G, and then an A, and then a B, and a C, and a D, and an E. On your A, you have A sharp, that's your B, your C, your D, your E, your F, a G, and an A. So try to start learning those notes, because when you start to learn your bar chords, that's what you're going to learn off of. I'll show you right here in the middle. When you do this, you're going off of this string right here. Okay, that's an A. When you go like this, that's an A. That's an A major chord. So when you want to start learning your bar chords, see how I'm doing that? The first thing to do is you have to, they call this barring it with this finger. You're going to bar that. You're going to push down on all the strings. It is kind of hard to make a bar chord when you first start. But you go off of the top string. Okay, if you want to make an F chord, see, that's the F right here on the top. This is an F chord. That's how I make almost all of my Fs. And then if you take this finger off, whoops, take off that middle finger, that gives you a minor. See, F, F minor. If you take off the pinky, you have a 7. So that's all that gives you a lot of chords. Okay, F, F minor, F7, G, G minor, G7, A minor, A7, right? And all the way down. The A, B, C, D, E. And when you do it on the, off of the 5th string, you put them, okay, we'll do it down here so you can see it. All right, this is how you make a D, because this is your D right here. That's your D string. Put this finger on the fifth string, right there, and then put this finger down on that string. Can you see it? They call that the A shape, and that's a D chord. Okay, if you want to make a D7, you'll go like this. Put these 2 fingers. See? If you want to make a D minor, you're going to go like this. So that's how you start. Start with your open chords. Start learning some of your bar chords. Start learning the strings. Start learning the notes. And you're off, man. You just keep learning and keep practicing. And if you want some chord diagrams, just Google it, and you can find it. You can find everything on either Google or YouTube, and you can take lessons all day long for free on YouTube. So there's really no reason why you can't learn. But I will tell you this. Let me text my wife real quick. She'll get mad if I don't text her. You're going to get as good as the time that you put into it. Okay? If you want to put a bunch of time into it and you want to really want it, you've got to really want it. Okay? I mean, it's very well worth it to learn how to play the guitar, but you've got to really want it. You have to practice. But yeah, it's all about practice. I usually practice now on a normal day, when I'm just playing guitars, I'm not doing any work around the house, I will put in about 6 hours on a normal day of practice. That's what I like. If I have to go outside and do a little bit of work, today I'm going to go out and try to clean the garage a little bit and work on my garage door, because something happened to my garage door and it doesn't want to come down. When you open it, you're good, but when you go to put it down, it doesn't want to come down. It gets like hung up in there. So I got to work on that a little bit today. I probably won't get a lot of practice today. Maybe 2 or 3 hours at the most. But like I say, 2 or 3 hours, that's not a good day. That's not a good practice day for me. 6 to 8 hours is a good practice day for me. Now, I like it when it's in the wintertime because it's too cold to go do anything outside. And I like it in the summer when it gets really super hot, because I can't go outside when it gets to be like 110 degrees because I'm an old dude and I might have a heat stroke. Now, believe it or not, that is real. I was outside one time doing some work, and I got to where I started feeling kind of sick. And so I said, maybe I better go inside. And when I came inside, I was wiped out. I had to take wipe down with a cold wash rag. And I think I was getting ready to have a heat stroke, to be honest with you. So when you get old, you have to be careful about going outside when it's too hot. And I mean, you go outside, you're okay, right? But if you are working, like I was trimming trees. I was up on a ladder. I was cutting trees with the saw. I was loading them into my van. And yeah, I got overheated. So, and it's a real thing, man, because people die every year. You'll see it on the news where somebody died of heat stroke. Yeah, it's hard to learn how to play the guitar, but it's fun when you do learn how to play it. And I'm still very much in the learning process. I would say if you practice, and I'm going to be realistic with you, I know some people can learn faster, but you're looking at about at least, I mean, if you want to be good, you're looking at about 15 to 20 years of practice. That's what it takes. Hey, what's up? Mr. Rock Climber. I'm going to tell you guys a real quick story and then I'm going to get out of here. My neck is bothering me. I got to put something on my neck. I slept on my neck wrong last night. I'm going to tell you a rock climbing story. Okay. So, in Colorado, there's a town called Boulder. Most people in the United States have heard of Boulder, Colorado. It's on the news a little bit. If you live in Colorado, Boulder, Colorado's on the news almost every day. So, anyways, oh my God. If you go up to Boulder, Colorado, and then you take the highway that goes up to the mountains, it's called Boulder Canyon. All up and down Boulder Canyon is people climbing the mountains. I think a lot of them are college students. You've been there? All right, cool, man, cool. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I like to go there and I see some people climbing the mountain. I like to park and get out my binoculars and watch them. And it's very interesting to watch those people, man. I'll tell you. We were watching this couple one day, and it was a man and a woman, and they were up there, man. I mean, they were probably, I would say, about 100 feet from the top, and it was a long ways up. This thing is up and down, straight up and down, right? It had no angle to it. It was just straight up and down, and they were almost to the top, and the wind started blowing, it started raining, got cloudy, it started lightning. And I was really fearful for these people. I thought, that's dangerous, man. What if they got hit by lightning or something? So we actually sat there and watched them until the storm went past. But when it was doing that, they just kind of clinged on to the side of the rock. They didn't go nowhere. They just waited for the storm to pass, and then they started going up again. But no, hell no, man. Oh no, dude. No. No, I would never do that. You ain't getting me up no rock. No. No, that ain't for me. I had a customer, he lived out at Horsetooth Reservoir. Why not? No, man, that's just scary. That's scary, man. If I went up a rock, it might be about 10 feet. That would be too much for me. I mean, those guys, I mean, you've seen it, right? I mean, are you a rock climber? Because that's scary, man, for me. But I had a customer, he lived at Horsetooth Reservoir, and he climbed ice. That's what he liked to climb. And he was showing me all of his equipment that he uses to climb this ice. And man, I mean, the spikes on those things were like huge. Yeah, I would never do it, man. It's just not for me. You know the saying, they say different strokes for different folks. Yeah, that ain't for me, man. I have a hard time just watching them. There's no way I would do it. Even when I was young. I mean, now I'm an old dude, right? I have a hard time getting up and down the stairs if there's more than 10 of them. But Even when I was younger and in better shape, I would not climb a rock. Nope. You know, if people like to do that, that's cool, man. I mean, that's their thing. But for me, it's not for me. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I got to feed my dog. I'm going to eat a little bite. I promised myself I'd clean the garage a little bit today. I got a pile of lumber out there that it's like crown molding, but it has nails in it. And it's stuff that I took off of the house when I took off the gutters. I'm going to cut those up into little pieces and throw them in the trash. Eyes climbing. Yeah. Well, see? It's not for everybody, right? But that's what that guy did, man. And he was an instructor. So he made good money. But he was telling me that he goes to other countries. He'll fly to another country. And he'll take about, I don't know, 10, 20 people, and he teaches them how to climb ice. And he was showing me pictures of these great, it's like climbing a rock, right? But it's all just covered with ice. Yeah, it looked scary. No. I had some friends when I was in my like early 20s. I had some buddies of mine that did tree trimming. And one of them actually started his own business after working for that company for a few years. I know it. I know the whole thing could come down. Yeah, it's dangerous, man. Brazil. Hey, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. I'm surprised I'm in Brazil. You guys ever watch this guy on YouTube? He makes videos of going to all these countries. He'll go to like the worst neighborhoods in the countries. His name's Kurt Cuz, I believe. I've been watching his videos at night, and it's quite entertaining. The guy's got quite a good thing going on. I know he's making a ton of money off of those videos now. But yeah, you check him out, man. Watch some of his videos where he goes to like Brazil and Colombia. Really interesting videos. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. So thanks for coming and checking me out. I appreciate it. And I'll be on tonight at 7. So I hope to see y'all there. And if you like what I do, if you like me, you like what I do, go check out my channel. And yeah, you have a good day too, buddy. Go climb you a rock. It's a good day to climb, right? I bet you it's very nice in the Boulder Canyon. Do you live in Colorado? Did you say you did? I don't remember if you said you lived in Colorado or not. There were some people on here earlier that said they lived in Colorado. Oh yeah, you do? Did you ever watch that video of that guy climbing that mountain in Yosemite? Did you ever watch that? He climbs it with no rope. What is that big El Capitan? El Capitan? I watched that guy climb that on the Disney Channel. Man, that's insane how that guy climbs that thing. Totally insane. Yeah, I have. It is crazy. I was on the edge of the couch watching that guy, man. And I kept saying, well, I know he makes it because they wouldn't have put it on Disney if he'd have fell and died. So I knew he made it to the top. But man, and then we went there. After I watched that, about probably a year later, we actually went to Yosemite, and I stood there and looked up that thing where he was climbing it. I said, no way, man. There is no way I would even try to get up Like I told you, I wouldn't even try to go 10 feet. Not for me, but I had a hard time just filming it. All right, guys. See y'all later. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day now. Thank you.